Hi everybody, this is Mr. Roche. We are here working with Java and Sorting Hat and Quicksort and PapaSort, and we are trying to solve the problem of the pairs that don't match up. Okay, and your assignment really is just to figure this out. A lot of expert coders can look at code, any kind of code, and figure out how to fix it. And so this is a challenge like that. And what we want to do is get this to work. I'm working with an example right now that will solve our problem. And when I sort for more numbers, I've turned on the recursion for this. Okay, love recursion. Um, Let me see. I want to go to sorting hat. Yeah. I can. It now is working for 5. Okay. Pretty well, and it's working for. This all seems good. And it's working for 15. I think it works. Like the thing we have this like 90% done. But this looks all right. And I'm running my check here too to make sure it works. So love that recursion. Here we go. This is for 150. So that looks pretty good. Let's look at the list. I don't know how far my list will work up. But what we want to do is get this under control, okay? And then we can work on something like Pente, which would be great. So, yeah, this looks okay. Trying to get to the end of it. So it looks good. Um, anyway, that's the deal. Okay. So back from we were at class. I can show you what the problem was again. I'm going to turn this to 2 again. Okay. And basically, if we're running it out of let me see, sorting hat here, and we have it down to 2, and you run it, let's see what we get. Okay, that one's okay. It swaps that. But what it was doing was it was doing this. This is sort of wrong. It should come back from a two partition like without that. Okay, and you can fix this fairly easily. One of the things that goes on is up in Quicksort, we make a final swap. And maybe we should check the final swap, hint, hint, before we actually do it. And if it doesn't look like what we're wanting to do, then don't do it. So that's the big hint. My thought is that you guys can look around and figure this out.
Hi, I'm Steve Carrillo of Carrillo Tours, and for 3 generations, we've offered escorted and customized tours to Italy for millions of
Okay,
vacations.
so basically the issue is that we're sort of making a sort of a bad swap, probably at the end. Okay, this is working out. This is working out. This is working out. That doesn't work out, and I think when that happens, that's sort of bad. So the solution is to look through Quicksort, and you can do this a bunch of different ways. Right now, we know how to use system out print lines, so why don't we use system out print lines to sort of look at things, okay? And see if you can figure out what the problem is. Basically, I think one of the things we do at the end here is that we make a kind of a bad swap at the end, and I think we need to kind of probably do some additional check. It's possible to check in a bunch of different places. You could check here too. But I feel like this is sort of the problem. So basically, it's a pretty easy assignment, or I guess it doesn't involve a lot of code. And what we're trying to get back to is, more reliable quick sorting. Okay, get it to be like this and reliable. I'm doing this right now, just checking. Okay, it's still doing the wrong thing here, but I can, with the fix, it should work dependably, not changing numbers when it doesn't need to. So that seems pretty good. And when you do this 10 times, try it for, like 5 again. See how that works. Okay, this is going to be wrong here, but the partition is going to be okay, I think. Or you could turn on the recursion and check it out. Okay, hang on a second. Let me turn on the recursion. You just go into Quicksort, the method, and do like this. And then we can see if it's going to work for 5. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Doing better. There you go. So I think we're getting it done. And then if it seems good, go forward. Try 15. Okay, it seems good. So anyway, that's the assignment. Make me a short video like this showing me what you did in Quicksort to solve the problem, or your attempts, like what you actually did to try to solve it. Any extra system out print lines you put in to check things. We should also look at the debugger tomorrow, but we don't have to use it today. Just use system out print lines because that's what we know, and try to get this basically running and show me that it's running for the 2 case for sure. And if it looks good, run it for 5 and 10 and 15, and we can start doing things like 150, and I think it'll work out. Okay, so thanks a lot, and see you later.